Sonnet 96 by William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616. Some say thy fault is youth, some wantonness. Some say thy grace is youth and gentle sport. Both grace and faults are loved of more and less. Thou makest faults graces, that to thee resort, as on the finger of a throned queen the basest jewel will be well esteemed. So are those errors that in thee are seen, to truths translated, and for true things deemed. How many lambs might the stern wolf betray, if like a lamb he could his looks translate? How many gazers mightst thou lead away, if thou wouldst use the strength of all thy state? But do not so. I love thee in such sort, as thou being mine, mine is thy good report. Okay, this is a sonnet by William Shakespeare. This is to the fair youth who Shakespeare has fallen in love with, but unfortunately Shakespeare believes the love affair is over. And Shakespeare in this sonnet is talking about how the fair youth covers up his faults, covers up his bad characteristics with his beauty. In the previous one he was also Shakespeare was talking about changing faults into something that seemed positive because he was so beautiful. And this is effectively saying that the fair youth is not the good person that his beautiful face makes people think he is. He's got lots of faults, but people just don't see them because they're charmed by his beautiful face, and they don't dismiss him for being for sleeping around and for other bad acts. The speaker wants the youth not to take advantage of his beauty so that people are not injured by it. Okay, so let's see. Some say thy fault is youth, some wantonness. Some say thy grace is youth and gentle sport. So notice this anaphora at the beginning. Some say thy, some say thy. He's repeating the same formula to go into the line, and this is a common poetic technique. So some people say that your problem is that you're very young. Yeah, some others say that it's wantonness, it's lust, it's you've got this desire to sleep with everyone you see, or to sleep with all sorts of people. You're promiscuous. So some say your fault is youth, but others say it's lust, it's promiscuity. Some say thy grace is youth and gentle sport. Okay, so other people say that your youth is your youth, your playfulness, your gentle sport are charming. The way that you play around, that you play the field, that you're flirting with everyone. Some people say that these are this is charming. And they're not faults at all. Both grace and faults are loved of more or less. So people from all types, from all positions in society, highborn and lowborn, they think that they love both your graces and your faults, your good points and your bad points. Yeah, they love everything about you. Thou makest faults graces, that to thee resort. So these faults, you make them into positive things, and many people would be disgusted by these faults if they saw them in another person. But you're so beautiful, you've got such a wonderful outward image that even these faults, this fault of wanton lust, is something that people think is a good thing in you, and he's saying that the fair youth uses his beauty to his own advantage and is so unfaithful that no lover could stand this. The fair youth is a sex machine, if you like. Is always looking for sex, and this is something that even the most patient lover couldn't put up with. But everybody thinks that this is a great quality, but that's because it's you, because you are so beautiful. Thou makest false graces that to thee resort. Okay, so that you make your faults look like positive things. As on the finger of a throned queen, the basest jewel will be well esteemed. Well, queen, because Queen Elizabeth I is on the throne. But if you put a base jewel, something that's worthless, on the finger of a queen, then everyone will say, what a wonderful jewel, what a beautiful thing. Yeah, even if it's completely worthless, it suddenly becomes valuable because the queen is wearing it. And in the same way, this is a metaphor or simile to the fair youth, that your beauty is so that people well esteem, they think well of your bad qualities, they think well of your wantonness, they think that it's a good thing, and that's because it's the basest jewel on the finger of a queen. Yeah, it's your character, your personality, who you are, that makes these mistakes, these faults, look like something positive. So are those errors that in thee are seen, to truths translated, and for true things deemed. And in exactly the same way, the errors in you, the mistakes, the faults in you, the bad things that you do, are translated into truths, into good things, and they're believed to be, or people deem them, call them, something positive. So everyone sees that this is a good thing. Yeah, you are able to turn bad things into good things, bad characteristics into good characteristics, because it's you, and this is what people think, but they're tricked. How many lambs might the stern wolf betray, if like a lamb he could his looks translate? So now we've got a metaphor about a wolf, and this is how many lambs could the wolf eat if he could turn, or if he could look like a lamb. Yeah, the wolf would be able to kill lots and lots and lots of lambs if the wolf looked like a lamb. But here the metaphor is saying that the fair youth looks like a lamb but is in fact a wolf inside, and that's what this is actually saying. How many gazers mightest thou lead away if thou wouldst use the strength of all thy state? So how many people would you seduce? How many people would you make fall in love with you? How many people would you take to bed with you if you used all of your beauty? Yeah, because people who look at you, wow, isn't he beautiful? You could seduce. He's saying you could seduce all of them in the way that the wolf would seduce the lambs and kill and eat them. So he's saying that you could prey on anybody with your beauty. You could seduce anybody with your beauty. And now these last two lines are very interesting because these are the same two lines at the end of Sonnet 36. But the meaning is different, and let's look at this one. But do not so. I love thee in such sort, as thou being mine, mine is thy good report. But please don't do this. Please don't be the wolf in lamb's clothing. Don't seduce people willy-nilly. Don't use your beauty in this way, because as you are mine, as you are my partner, as you're the one that I love, this is bad for your reputation, and my reputation is linked to your reputation. So mine is thy good report. And if you have a bad reputation for seducing everyone, this will also rub off on my reputation. Now, in Sonnet 36, he uses the same thing, the same lines, but to say that don't mention me to people, don't honour me in public, don't admit that I'm your partner, that I'm in love with you, because my reputation is good, is linked to your reputation, and if my reputation is bad, then it will lower your reputation. So in Sonnet 36, Shakespeare's worried about the fair youth mentioning Shakespeare and decreasing the fair youth's reputation. In this one, Shakespeare's worried about the fair youth seducing people, and that will ruin Shakespeare's reputation, because Shakespeare loves him, and that's the idea. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Sonnet 96 by William Shakespeare.